Guys, come on back in. Yeah. See my lights flashing? We got a storm. We got a storm. We got a storm. Yeah, it's a bad storm moving through. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we got a bad storm passing over, and I want to wait for a few moments. I'm not worried about a flow. It didn't break my flow. I'm not even concerned about a flow. See, the lights are flickering, and I was connected to the internet, and the internet went off, and so now I'm connected to my telephone internet. Hopefully that will stay on. So you guys that were following me, you know that I was dealing with the two things that Jesus and Paul, their dissension, if you will. That in 1 Corinthians 1 and 10, the Apostle Paul prayed that, he said, I beseech you, brethren, that there be no divisions or no schismas among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. So this apostle, and the Apostle Paul and all apostles and prophets want unity right now. We want unity right now. I know I do. And it disturbs me, and it's very disheartening to me to watch all the division. And I know I lost most of my audience, but that's okay. You are here. Because I need to finish this, and then we're going to call it a night. I'll deal with it tomorrow morning with no interruptions. So you can come in with me at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 Eastern Time, 5 a.m. on the West Coast, and I will deal with it on tomorrow. So we need unity, and we preach unity. But Jesus said, I didn't come. I quoted in 1 Corinthians 1 and 10, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, I beseech you that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. But Jesus said, think not that I've come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. So Paul praying for unity, and Jesus is so to speak, doing the opposite. But there's a reason why Jesus wanted them to disconnect. And in the days to come, some of us are going to disconnect from old systems, old ways, old thinking. In days to come, some of us are going to realize that we're just following actors, that we're just following stage players. We're just following actors under an assumed character. That's what when he called, he said, ye hypocrites. He says, how is it that you can discern the face of the sky and the earth, but you can't discern this time? In other words, you're a hypocrite because you can't discern this kairos moment. He called him a hypocrite or a stage player. That's what that word is. An actor under an assumed character. We got a stage player running the country. Oh yeah, I said it. We got a stage player running the country, and the stage player, it's not a stage player. What is a reality TV star? What is a reality TV show? What is that? Was that real? I'm asking you, was that real? Or was it designed as entertainment? Was that real or was that entertainment? I know you can't answer me. Well then, by definition, the word Hippocrates or hypocrite means an assumed character, acting an actor under an assumed character, a stage player, a reality TV star, fake entertainment. And I know I'm getting somebody's goat right now. He says you can discern the face of the sky and you can discern the earth, but you cannot discern this Kairos moment. You stage actor, you stage player, you assumed character, you dissimilar you. And that's what we letting divide us. Absolutely, I'm divided from that. Precisely, Dr. Hunt is divided from that. Hippocrates for stage actor, an assumed character, a dissembler. Jesus said, you stage player. You assume a character and you play a character. And these folk value their way of life. Let me tell you something. The reason I was trying to get those numbers for you on that last slide before it got shut down, the reason why I was trying to get those numbers for you is simple. I was trying to get those numbers for you because Canada is giving their people money for 4 months. They was trying to get them through this season. And it was giving them enough money, I think it was giving them close to $2,000 a month. Canada was giving their people, and you look do the math yourself and do the research yourself and see what every other of those industrialized nations, the other first world nations gave their people to keep them home so they didn't have to go to work. I want you to hear me. I want you to check out what Germany and UK and Canada and all those other first world countries gave their people to keep them home so they can get them through this situation, so they can shut everything down and kill this COVID-19. And then I want you to try to figure out why they rushing you to get back to work, why they rushing you to get back to your job. Listen, they're rushing you because they are worried that the way of life, that the status quo is going to be so damaged until they're not going to be able to get it back where they want it. And they have placed more value on the way of life than human life. You talk to these people who work in these hospitals. Go to these doctors and talk to these. I got family members, I told you, that work in these hospitals. We did a Zoom platform, and my niece, Atsua McCoy, said to me, she said, every time I go to work, she says, like I'm facing a monster. She called COVID-19 a monster. She called coronavirus a demonic monster, a big old monster. And she says, like I go to work to face this monster every day. And my other niece was working At the time, we was interviewing her for her perspective. And there were beds, hospital beds, not in rooms. She wasn't in a room. There was beds lying in the halls. When people get sick, folk can't even go and visit them. They shut the hospital down to visitors. They know they're first responders. And you being rushed back to flip pancakes. You being rushed back to preserve folks' way of life. You know what? I saw this before in history. The Civil War was fought. The poor people fought the Civil War to preserve the way of life of the rich people. That's why they fought. That's why so many died. So he says, you can discern the sky and you can discern the earth, but you cannot discern this Kairos moment. Let me tell you something, my friend. All this division is a Kairos moment. All this division, I finally caught it in prayer, that this is a Kairos moment, that Jesus intended for us to be divided now. That because, listen, he intended for us to separate ourselves from lies. He intended for us to separate ourselves from idolatry. He intended for us to separate ourselves from fake religion. He intended for us to do it. God bless you. Thank you. Those of you who want to sow, if you have my phone number, you can sow by using my phone number. If that's what you would like to do. And those of you who don't have my phone number, I have Cash App. You can sow that way. God bless you, and I want to thank you for coming in. I'm sorry for all of the interruptions. But tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, meet me on this platform. I'm going to be able to deal with this message in a more profound way. And we're hoping that we won't have this issue that we're dealing with tonight. I want to thank you for watching. Again, if you have my phone number, you can always go and use my phone number to Zelle if you want to sow into this body of work. Don't give me nothing. Don't sow nothing to me unless my body of work is vital. If my body is work, if the body of work that I have here is essential, then God bless you and thank you. So tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., meet me on my page. If you haven't liked my page, go to the Dr. Lord Michael Hunt page and like it. And then set up to receive a notification in the morning. And when I say it's going to bless you, it is going to bless you. God bless you. Thank you for watching. And I believe that God is going to do something wonderful for us. Have a great night.